Welcome to the MagiReco news. I'm MagiReco the Yelim, celebrating yet another year of baldness. Our top story today. It has been yet another year for MagiReco. We're here at the anniversary. At the time of me making this video, it's about like 17 more hours until the anniversary is officially here. But we have the news. The news for the anniversary are here. And if you haven't seen the new unit yet, you probably have by now because I've definitely put them in the title and I've definitely put them in the thumbnail. But yeah, we're going to have to go through all of the news because there's going to be so much stuff here, so much stuff. So it's going to start out one after another. Let's take it slow. We're going to start out. There's going to be many different gachas. This is the first one. The first of the many gachas we're getting is the Select Your 4-Star Memoria Pickup Gacha. You've seen many of these in the past. They usually have these like before, I think for Mirror's ranking, they usually have a Select Your Memoria Gacha, and this is one of them. You select like 4 of these to be your rate up Memoria, and then when you get a 4-Star Memoria, it's guaranteed to be randomly one of those 4, something like that. There are some pretty decent ones here, like the Ren is pretty good. I think the Iroha is really good. Yeah, the Iroha on top left is pretty good. I think the one on the bottom right is pretty good. I don't actually quite know. I need to look at this again some other day and decide for myself. I can't really tell you guys which of these are the best for you anyway, because it kind of depends on what you want from your Memoria. The best I can say is go to the Discord and then ask around, just like, hey, I want to play a Magia team. Which of these should I pick? Or hey, I want to play a Blast team. I want to play a Charged Magia team. Or I have this super strong unit called Marukami Senpai. Like this one right here, which of these Memoria should I pick? And then people can help you from there, because it really just depends what you want to do. Sadly, they used the this Tsurno Felicia Memoria, not the other Tsurno Felicia Memoria, because the other Tsurno Felicia Memoria is way better. Like the Trunk House, oh, that one would have been so good. Anyway, that's the first one. The second gacha that we're getting is the choose your. This is the important one. Like the Memoria gacha, who cares? This is the really important one. Choose your own 4-star pickup gacha. Now, as you can see, there are some limited characters like Ashley and Uwasa Sana on here. The important part is they need to say right away, you don't have to choose a limited character for this gacha. You can choose an unlimited character as well. Mostly Mikage. If you really want Mikage, because of course you want Mikage, why would you not want Mikage? You can also select Mikage instead of any of the limited units for here. But if you really want a limited unit like Ashley, then you could also put Ashley in there. There's a list of all the units in here, like the limited characters you can do. You will see that it's not actually that long. I think it's most of the limited units from Holy Mummy all the way up to and including Konoha and Hazuki. So if you wanted Swimsuit, Momoko and Mitama, they're too new. They're not on here, sadly. But all the way up to and including Konoha and Hazuki. Also, no collaboration units, which means no Monogatari, no Nanoha, but also no manga side story gachas, like no Kazumi, no Suzune Magica, no Tat Unlimited. Only the limited units that are not from any of the collaboration stuff, right? And also all the unlimited units. And I think from the unlimited units, it's all the ones that are currently in the game. I think. Or maybe all the way up until Alexandra, one of the two. Just check it out. When it's in the game, you can just, when it asks you which of the characters you want to be your rate up character, you can just look through the list and see what you find. Maybe you can see what you find. And also they're introducing this special new mechanic, which on one hand is really cool. On the other hand, there's a really weird drawback to it. But I'm gonna have to talk about this. So first off, this is also, by the way, something that applies to the Memoria gacha. So there's going to be free rolls on both of these gachas, similar to last year. There's going to be both free rolls every single day. Every single day, you're gonna get a free 10 roll on the Memoria gacha and a free 10 roll on the 4-star pickup gacha. However, and this is what's new this year, if for some reason you can't log in on the 22nd, or the 23rd, or the 24th, or the 25th. Like, let's say, for example, the first day you log in during the anniversary is the 26th. Then the game will go, oh, you haven't logged in yet. We're going to give you all those logins that you missed. We're going to give you the free rolls for those logins. So on the 26th, when you log in, you would get like 5 free 10 rolls. Like, wow, because you missed those 4 days. We're going to give you those on top of that. Awesome. So it might sound like, hey, you just get the free rolls for all the days you missed, but not quite like that. Because let's say you actually do log in on the 26th, and then you don't log in on the 27th, you don't log in on the 28th, and you log in again on the 29th. Do you get those 2 free tendrils that you missed? No. It only counts for the very first login during anniversary. Only the very first login during anniversary you get all the ones that you missed. Which is weird. Why don't they just do it for all the logins? But no, once you've logged in once, this saving free rolls gets disabled. It's weird. I don't know why they do that. But hey, if for some reason you can't play on the 22nd or 23rd or 24th, whatever, like until your first login, then you're gonna get those free tendrils. But once you've logged in once during the anniversary, you will have to log in every day to keep racking up those free tendrils. That's a bit weird, but yeah, let's move on to the next bit, okay? So now we've gone through both of those. Look, Dad, it's another gacha. It's yet another gacha on top of that. This one is another select your own 4-star gacha, similar to the one we just had. However, this one is a bit different. This one is a select your own 4-star gacha out of all of the Puella Magi Holy Quintet characters and their alts, right? Every single Puella Magi Holy Quintet character and all of their alts are in here. Now, the important question that we all need to ask ourselves, Puella Magi Holy Quintet, that means no Nagisa, right? Because Nagisa isn't part of the quintet. Because quintet is 5, and Nagisa would be the 6th character, so she's not actually part of the quintet. She's in here anyway. She's in here anyway. They have still given us Nagisa. That's right there, Miss Momo and Nagisa. And Momo and Nagisa Valentine's version is right here. So Nagisa is still part of this, which is weird because whenever they had gachas like this before, which was just about Puella Magi Holy Quintet, they specifically excluded Nagisa because she's not Puella Magi Holy Quintet, but they put her in here anyway. Okay, so how does this one work? You select your rate-up character similar to the other 4-star gacha, you just select your rate-up character. However, if you get spooked, which of course you can get spooked on all of these gachas, if you get spooked, you can only get spooked by another Puella Magi Holy Quintet character, okay? So even if you get spooked, you're still gonna get a Puella Magi Holy Quintet character. Any of these, okay? So that's cool. It's a sort of somewhat of spook protection, but not really, because if you get spooked by something like regular Sayaka, like that's useless. But maybe you get spooked by someone who you actually need, so that's pretty cool. Moving on to the, oh, what is this? We're gonna skip that and move on to this instead. So this news right here is just gonna be a new event, the regular anniversary event, which I think if it's the same as all the other anniversary events, it's like a single tower where every day it's gonna unlock new quests. So like every day it unlocks like 2 new quests or whatever, and you only need to beat each quest once to get all of the materials from it. I don't think you can even farm this. I think you can't farm this. I think you just do each quest once and you're done. You're just done. You move on to other stuff. I'm not quite sure on that. Maybe it's different this year, but that's at least how every single other year has it worked, where it's really just a do the quest once, done, no farming. You can't farm it if you wanted to. And you get the anniversary medals from there, which I'm going to talk about later. But this this event rather is going to have challenges, it's going to have EX, it's going to have 100 evils. Cool. Okay, now I feel somewhat bad for skipping what I just skipped. Yes, let's talk about the anniversary unit, okay? So I need to go and I need to enter serious mode. I need to take off my glasses, serious mode time. I can't see the screen now. So here's the thing about the anniversary unit. A lot of people are really fucking sad. A lot of people are really fucking disappointed. Me as well. Are we disappointed because it's not Akuma Homura? Not really, because it was going to be Akuma Homura anyway. I mean, let's be real. It's probably not going to be Akuma Homura for like the next 5 years or whatever, okay? We're probably not going to see Akuma Homura while we are still alive. Maybe like 50 years later when we're on our deathbeds. Maybe then some messenger is going to come through the door and be like, hey guys, they've just announced Akuma Homura. Maybe at that point, right? It's not going to happen anytime soon. However, we at least hoped it was going to be something special, something unique, something innovative, something that isn't just 2 vanilla units stuck together. They literally just took regular Iroha and regular Madoka and spashed them together and be like, that's the unit. Is that really the best you could do, F4S? 2 standard units smashed together. And I know what you're gonna say, but Iriachi was the same. Iriachi at least had wings. They were final battle versions and they were powered up with the power of Marukami, right? They were basically Super Saiyan versions of themselves. They still looked normal, but they were still Super Saiyan versions of themselves. This isn't even that. This isn't Super Saiyan version Madoka and Iroha. This is just normal Madoka and normal Iroha. This is not even a special version of them. Why? Why didn't you do anything special? You could have done anything, but you did nothing. Are they at least good gameplay-wise? Are they at least good gameplay-wise? Yes! Oh my god, are they fucking good? Oh my god. So you know how I said before that all the other anniversary units like Uryoyachi, Marokami, Mokyu, while they're still all really fucking good at what they do, they don't actually fall that much into what is good for Kimochi, into what is good for ranked, into tournament mirrors. They don't usually get used for that. Like, there are some Iriachis and a few Mokyus that get used for tournaments and ranked mirrors, but Marokami is basically never seen anywhere. Like, there's no Marokami that's being used in Kimochi or ranked, and even Iriachi and Mokyu are not used that often in ranked and tournaments. So yeah, even though they're really fucking good, they're not actually used that much by whales, because there's just units that are more specialized at specifically what makes people good for those kinds of environments. But here we have a unit that is very specifically made for these environments. This is a unit that screams like this was made specifically for Kimochi, which is weird because they're light type, and we just finished the Kimochi where light types are good, which is weird because they should have done the Kimochi after this so that people roll for this unit for the Kimochi. But now the Kimochi is over, so people are like, hey, whenever the next dark type Kimochi comes around, which since we just had one might be in a year, this unit is going to be good. But even so, you can use them as a support still in other Kimochi. But also in mirrors, in ranked mirrors, in tournament mirrors, they're gonna be fucking everywhere. They might not be, okay, they might not be as oppressive as Sudachi, right? Because Sudachi is easily the most oppressive ranked mirrors unit in the entire game, together with Valentine's Nagisa. They're probably not gonna be quite on that level, but they're still gonna be like an absolute top pick probably in ranked mirrors and in tournament mirrors. And once again, tournament mirrors, if this is the first time you heard about this, is only for residents that live in Japan. If you don't live in Japan, you cannot enter the tournaments. But yeah, in those environments, I think they're going to be pretty good as well. So what do they actually do? Let's actually go down what they do. First off, they're not an ultimate type, they're an Exceed type, which means they just get a regular EX skills for themselves. They do not get an AoE EX skill for the entire team, like Marokami or Iriachi. They only get one for themselves, and their EX skill is just double damage up and Magia damage up 1, so basically nothing. And they also give themselves an anti-Magia seal. It's basically nothing. It's gonna be, it does something, okay? It does something, okay? It does make your doubles and Magia a little bit stronger and makes so you can't get Magia sealed, okay. But not all actually that amazing for the most part. However, that's just a bonus. Like, the EX skill is just a bonus you get on top of everything else. So for just being a bonus you get on top of everything else, okay, sure, why not? Give me the free stuff. Give me the free stuff, okay? What do they actually do? They're more attack focused, but still rather balanced. In stats, they are 2 Excel Disc, 2 Charge Disc. This doesn't actually matter that much. The only important part is that they have 2 Excel Discs. What do they do with their Connect? Okay, here's what they do with their Connect. They give damage up, they heal, and they give MP. They give quite a lot of MP on their Connect. So basically you have the basically Iroha Connect and Madoka Connect rolled into one. Or actually this is just Madoka Connect with damage up. It's basically what this is. So yeah, that's pretty good, because that's already one of the best connects in the game just because of how much MP restore it has. So they have to MP restore. They already are looking like an MP battery. On top of that, here's the Magia. Okay, it does the following. It does attribute strength and damage to all enemies, so it doubly smites all dark types. It does all discs up to everyone. So everyone gets Excel up, everyone gets Blast up, everyone gets Charge up. Okay, for like 3 turns. Then it also gives everyone a shield against a debuff. So everyone gets a shield that negates the next debuff that hits them in the next 3 turns. And everyone also gets a 3000 damage barrier. And everyone also gets healed to full. That's a lot. None of these are like super duper damage increases. Like, sure, you have the all discs up, but there's no attack up, there's no damage up or something like that. There's no Magia or something like that. But still, you get the all discs up, you get the debuff shield, the barrier, the HP, which are all pretty defensives, but up still pretty good. The attribute strength and damage is pretty effective. And it says something like on Doppel, the heal is stronger, but more importantly, it also restores MP. And you're probably going to get to Doppel with these all the time. So since you're basically only going to use the double, you're going to also restore everyone's MP, which is, of course, what Madoka's Magia does, which is busted. So you're getting that as well. So you're restoring MP with Connect and with Magia, like regular Madoka does. On top of that, you give everyone the all discs up effect and a whole bunch of defensives. So that's pretty good. They're going to be an absolute MP battery out the ass. Oh my god, they're going to be slinging so much MP. Holy shit. While also making everyone immune to all the bad shit. That's pretty good, right? I assume all the buffs are going to last for like 5 turns on double, because probably they will. And so they can support really fucking well, and because it's attribute strengthened, they're also going to kill really fucking well. Oh my god. What can't they do? Well, maybe they can't do Excel draws, right? Wrong. Their SE active is Excel draw. They're the first and only unit in the game that has SE active Excel draw. The reason why this is important is because this means that in mirrors, you do turn 1 Excel draw, because SE actives are available turn 1. So you have a unit that can do turn 1 Excel draw, which means you can get like a turn 1 Puella Excel combo and immediately get to double on turn 2. Guaranteed. If you have like only 2 units. That's pretty darn good. I think that's pretty darn good to get guaranteed turn 2 double with at least 1 character, maybe even 2 characters. I think that's pretty darn good. In mirrors, where using a double is not just an instant win, but also gives you billions of points. Wow. And it also heals you, which also means more points, because healing in mirrors, like in ranked mirrors, means more points. Yay! And what else does it do? What else does it do? They regenerate about 12 MP a turn. Passively. They just passively regenerate 12 MP a turn. I wasn't asking for more MP, because they already restore this much MP, but they have even more. They have even more than a lot of MP restore, passively to themselves even. Cool! Yay! What else do they have? Like, give me more shit. Like, what else do they have? Come on, what else do they have? When a battle starts, any battle starts, like in mirrors as well, they buff everyone with all discs up. Everyone starts the battle with Excel up, Blast up, and Charge up, passively. Everyone in the team for 5 turns. So it lasts for almost the entire Kimochi battle, and for the entire of mirrors. Everyone just has all discs up. Everyone just has like a whole bunch of Excel up, for example, on Excel teams. Cool, passively, sure, just happens. Next time, what do they have? We're not done yet. We're not even done yet. If you guys thought they were busted so far, if you guys so far thought they were this infinite mana battery that protects everyone while also dealing ridiculous damage, here's what they don't do. They don't protect you from status ailments, right, on turn 1. They don't protect you from debuffs on turn 1, right? Yeah, they do. Their other passive is, when a battle starts, once again, any battle, even mirrors, they also give everyone, for 5 turns, a 2-stack shield against any ailment, and a 2-stack shield against any debuff. So even if, let's say for example, we go to this fantasy world where the enemy has a turn 1 meteor rain, you would just ignore that meteor rain, because you block both of the effects from meteor rain on turn 1. Even in this hypothetical scenario where the enemy had a turn 1 meteor rain, you would still not even notice it, because it blocks. It just fucking blocks it, because everyone is passively ignoring 2 debuffs and also 2 ailments. Like, if the enemy is throwing ailments at you, you just ignore the first 2 ailments cast at anyone in your entire team. This is AoE. This is not just this unit. This is everyone on your team. Individually resists the next 2 ailments and the next 2 debuffs. So the enemy can try to dazzle you twice and then use a meteor rain on you, and you just ignore both of those effects. It's actually absurd how this unit has so much cool shit. So I will have to roll for them. Serious mode engaged again. As much as I hate this unit for how uninspired and unoriginal and how uninnovative it is, if that's even a word, I'm gonna have to roll for them, because they're just so fucking good. I'm gonna be foaming at my mouth and roll for them, like, I don't want to roll for them because I don't like it, but I have to because they're good. It's gonna be hard. Like, the hardest part about rolling these characters is not just getting these characters, but like trying to ignore those emotions of like, this is a low effort unit. It doesn't even have any new mechanics. None of these mechanics are new. Every single anniversary unit so far had really cool new mechanics. Madoka was the first unit to have an EX special, aura even, for everyone. Iriachi were the very first unit to have crit ignore, and still are the only unit with crit ignore. And then you had Moki, which was the only unit which, first off, the only unit that had 5 characters in one. The only unit that had diagonal blasts, still is. And the only unit that has variable, still is. And these are the first anniversary unit that don't even have a new mechanic gameplay-wise. All of this is old stuff. I guess you say, oh, it's the first unit that has Accelerator SE active. I'm not fucking counting that, guys. Come on. So yeah, they're extremely uninspired, but oh my god, are they good. Next up, now that we've talked so much about the unit, let's talk about the Memoria. This Memoria right here gives attack up, damage cut, and that does aim resistance up. It's okay. It's pretty good, but it's actually not broken at all. This, however, is broken. This Memoria is actually broken as well, so yeah. Yet another reason to actually roll for this gacha. So this Memoria right here is actually just this Memoria, okay? This Memoria is known as one of the best Memoria in the entire game because it gives magic damage up to all. There's almost no Memoria in this game that give an effect to everyone. Almost every single Memoria in this game gives an effect just to the character itself and to no one else. This one is so good because it buffs everyone with a pretty good buff. Magic damage up is a pretty important buff if you want to push for Kimochi damage. If you're pushing for Kimochi damage, you will need this buff. You cannot push for Kimochi damage like to whale levels without this buff. This is why this is really good. This one does the same thing. It gives magic damage up to everyone. Magic damage up 6 even. This is magic damage up 4. So this is going to be like 17% magic damage up on this one. So it's even better. And on top of that, that's not even all the thing this does. On top of that, it also debuffs all enemies' defense. Only by a little bit, so it's basically nothing. But still, it's a little bit something on top of something that's already busted. So yeah, look at one of the most... This is going to be one of the more important Memoria for probably the rest of this game lifespan. So, which hopefully will be like 4 or 5 more years. So yeah, look for this Memoria. This is going to be a very important Memoria if you want to have Magia teams. On Magia teams, this one's going to be absolutely busted. Cool. Now that we've talked so much about that, we still have this much stuff to go through. But don't worry, all of this stuff is really fast to go through. Okay, sorry, let's go. So here's the 4th anniversary unit. So by the way, this was all there is, right? Yeah, I've already gone through that. Okay, so here's the entire 4th anniversary campaign. Let's go through all of the things that are in here. First off, the new event. Already talked about that. Madoka and Iroha. Already talked about that. The PMMM gacha. The active Puel Maga Holy Quintet gacha. Already talked about that as well. Tuesday and 4-star gacha. Yeah, it's right here. The Tuesday and Memoria gacha. Yeah, it's right here. And here's the thing. The free rolls. You get 320 total free rolls, which are split up in 160 free rolls on the Memoria gacha and 160 free rolls on the Tuesday and 4-star gacha. You get 1 free 10 roll every day, and we talked about this earlier. You have this weird system where you haven't logged in for this many days, and your first login is on like day 4. You get the free rolls. Blah blah. I talked about this earlier, but this is basically what the free rolls are for. But yeah, for a total of 16 days. From the 22nd, starting from the 22nd, you're gonna log in every single day. Just start on day 1. Like, don't give a shit about that weird system. Just start on day 1, log in every single day, do that free 10 roll every single day on both the Memoria gacha and on the free 4-star gacha, which means that you only need like 80 more rolls to get enough Midama coins on both of these gachas to buy stuff, which is cool. Like 40 on each. Then on top of that, there's a sale on Magia Stones. It's gonna be cheaper to buy more Magia Stones on the 22nd. Don't buy them just yet. Like, once this video goes live, don't immediately go out and buy stuff. On the 22nd, like once the anniversary has started, you're gonna get more Magia Stones per money. I don't think it's more paid Magia Stones. I think it's more free Magia Stones per money. I'm not 100% certain on that actually, but I think it's more free Magia Stones. On top of that, here's more stuff. Here's the bags. Oh yeah, everyone cares about the bags. What's in the bags? What's in the bag? Or in the box? No, these are actually bags. So there's 4 different tiers of bags. The highest tier, the platinum bag, for 750 paid stones, which is like 50 euros or something. I'm not quite sure how much this is, but it's a non-trivial amount. Actually, it's more than 50. It's way more than 50. Actually, I don't know. It's a non-trivial amount of money. But what do you get for this money if you do decide to get this thing? And by the way, if you are willing to spend a decent amount of money on this game, you're just gonna buy this bag. This is a no-brainer. The value on this bag is absolutely absurd how good the value on this bag is. But only if you are willing to spend money. If you're a free-to-play, don't stop being a free-to-play just for this bag, unless of course you're financially stable. Only spend responsibly, okay? Need to say this, it's very important. So if you can spend responsibly and you get this bag, here's what you get. You get a 10 roll, which already pulls the price down by like 250, because a 10 roll is worth 250. But more importantly, here's the special ticket, the orange and red ticket. What does the orange ticket get you? The orange ticket gets you the following. You get to choose a 4-star character from this list. This list right here is every single 4-star character in the game that is unlimited and limited, all, with the limited all the way up to and including Konoha and Hazuki. Okay, similar to earlier, this is just the way it goes. Which, by the way, also includes Ultimaruka Senpai. Like, Ultimaruka Senpai is before Konoha and Hazuki, so she's in there. And for the unlimiteds, goes all the way up to and including Alexandra. Every single 4-star is in the game. That's in the game is in here up until those 2 units, with the only exceptions being Monogatari units. So sorry, Gale. No Monogatari units in here, and also no Nanoha units in here. Apart from Monogatari and Nanoha units, every single 4-star up until and including Alexandra and Konohasu are in here. Good. You get that unit, and on top of that, you also get a Destiny Gem for that unit, which basically is the thing that gives you a slot. So whatever unit you pick, you get at 2 slot. For example, let's say, for example, you really want a Kazumi. You have a 0-slot Kazumi. You have no Kazumi. You pick a Kazumi. You get the Kazumi, you get a slot for her, you are already having a 2-slot Kazumi. That looks pretty good. So for 750, you get a free 10 roll and you get the Kazumi at 2-slot. But on top of that, you also get an Innocent Gem. An Innocent Gem allows you to give a slot to anyone. Meaning, if you use that Innocent Gem on Kazumi, she's already 3-slot. You can basically get immediately a 3-slot Kazumi if you wanted to. Isn't that fucking amazing that you can just do that? Sadly, it's not quite enough for 4-slot, and Kazumi cannot be picked for this gacha up here, so you can't quite get her to 4-slot with this. But still, isn't that fucking amazing? That you can just do that? That's amazing. If you already have a limited character at 4-slot, you can immediately push at 1-slot, you can immediately push it to 4-slot. Great. That's the Platinum bag. Definitely worth it if you are spending money on the game. Responsibly, of course. Next up, the Gold bag. The Gold bag has the following. It has 2 Memoria tickets. I'm going to tell you what the Memoria tickets give you later. But for now, it also has a Choose Limited ticket. What does the Choose Limited ticket give you? The Choose Limited ticket allows you to choose a limited character, which is basically the same list from up here. So every limited character in the game, except for Nanoha Monogatari. And you can just choose a character and you will just get that character at 1 slot. The reason why this list is way shorter than this list up here is because you cannot pick an unlimited character with this one, which you could with the one from the Platinum. Okay, that's pretty good. So you can just pick a limited character, except Nanoha Monogatari from the list. Cool, at 1 slot. And yeah, on top of that, you get the 2 Memoria tickets, but I'll talk about that later. And of course, you also get still the 10 roll. Next up, 300 paid gems. These are all paid gems up here, by the way, because I have mentioned this yet. You get a 4-star overlimited core, which, by the way, this is the only 4-star overlimited core in all of these bags, which some whales aren't happy about. Whales want more of this, and they're not getting it, which sucks. But also, you get a select unlimited 4-star ticket. What does the select 4-star unlimited ticket give you? Well, you can select an unlimited character up to and including Alexandra, which was said earlier. Up to and including Alexandra. And this other ticket up here, from the Gold, is up to and including, of course, Konoha and Hazuki from the limited. Okay, then we have the Bronze bag, which is 400 non-paid gem. Free gems. Everyone can get this. Everyone should get this bag. Everyone out there, get this bag. What this bag has is 10 normal 10 roll. Okay. And on top of that, you also get a random 4-star ticket. This random 4-star ticket gives you the following. Basically, it randomly gives you any unlimited character in the game, all the way up to and including Alexandra. Good. Now that we're through all of that, I've still mentioned the Memoria ticket from the Gold bag, and basically you get to choose 2 of any of these Memoria. I think you can also choose the same Memoria twice, not quite sure, from this list to just get. However, you get these at 1 slot non-MLB. Okay, so these are just going to be a level 1 non-MLB Memoria. So sadly, you can't just pick, for example, a sword and have it MLB. It will just be at level 1, sadly. But you can pick it twice. Maybe you already have some swords lying around, which would help. But yeah, you can pick 2 of these, which is pretty good. Moving on. Jesus, there's still so much here. There's a special anniversary medal shop. Like you have these special anniversary medals, which gives you, I think, all the costumes that are in the game. So you can buy some costumes that you missed and some other stuff, maybe some gold tickets or whatever. There's also a login bonus every day you log in. You get some Magia stones and some medals. You also get the medals from doing the new event, like the tower that I talked about earlier. There's also special missions that you can do every day. I think they're every day, which reward more stuff. There's also Iroha's birthday on the 22nd, which also has its own missions. And if you do these special missions which I think are just clear quests with Iroha on the team, like up to 30 quests. If you clear 30 quests with Iroha on the team, I think that's what it is. I can't quite read this, but I just hope that's what it is. You get a 4-star ticket, which is, once again, you get a random unlimited 4-star character in the game for free using this ticket. So on the 22nd, which is in 17 hours from now, for me making this video, log in, do 30 quests with Iroha, and then you just get a free unlimited character. Cool. Then on top of that, you also have half AP costs for quests and double experience and all that kind of stuff that keeps going until the 6th of September. Okay, you also get double mirrors coins. Okay, you also get double mirrors coins. You also have the friend point. In the friend point shop, for free, you get these 3 memoria. So once the anniversary launches, go into the friend point shop in like Mitama's shop and just pick these 3 memoria up. They're all shit. They're all terrible, but they're free. So since they're basically free memoria, just get them. They're free. I mean, they're constantly 100 FP. Okay, you're gonna have 100 FP for all of these or something. So yeah, you get it even says like 100. Okay, 100 support points. And then the last thing, Jesus, the very last thing on here is that on top of the Magia Stone sale that I talked about earlier, where everything gets you more Magia Stones, there's also going to be a special bonus sale every day, where every day, I think the smallest set, like the $5 set of stones, is going to give you even more stuff once a day. So if you want to buy responsibly, like whale responsibly, where you only buy the most effective stuff once a day, you get a bonus sale once a day on the lowest thing. So come back once every day and get this. I don't fucking know. Jesus, tell me in the comments below what you think of this year's anniversary. I think this is the most disappointing anniversary unit in terms of concept, because it's just normal Madoka with normal Iroha and nothing to them, but they're really fucking good as units. However, aside from the unit, the actual stuff we're getting, like the bags, these are the best bags we've ever had, like the most cost-effective bags we've ever had, and these are also the most amount of free rolls we've ever had. Like these are the unit itself is the worst concept-wise, but everything else is the best we've ever had. The best gameplay-wise unit we've ever had, the best rolls, best gachas, like the best all the other stuff we've ever had, but the worst concept-wise unit. Tell me in the comments below if you think that this is a good anniversary or a bad anniversary. Like usually my hype for the unit was up here and my hype for everything else was down here. This time my hype for the unit is down here, but my hype for everything else is up here, okay? So like that amount of hype has switched between the unit and everything else surrounding the gacha. So that's cool. Yeah, but tell me in the comments below. This was a really long one. I'm sorry for spending this much time, but there's just so much stuff to go through. Oh my god. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and I'll see you guys next time.